I just finished working with a client who is having trouble here. Her voice is getting stuck in this area. And the reason that happens most of the time is because tension starts to come into this area here. So it's sort of like the Bermuda Triangle, sort of this area here, yeah? So we've got shoulders, neck, jaw, and tongue. And these are the main muscles that are involved with this area here, and your face, of course, as well. So I gave her 3 exercises to help to release the tension in this area so your voice can be more released and more at your command when you need it. Now, the first area is shoulders. So it's a very quick, easy check-in to see if there's tension here, and that is to bring shoulders up to ears and then release. So feel the different sensations between tension and release. And you can hear that the breath releases as well when you release the shoulders. So that's a nice check-in that you can do there to just see how much tension you're carrying in that area. Now the next one is shoulder rolls. Now these are very simple. You can do them at your desk, you can do them in the car on the way to work, you can do them on the bus, you can do them anywhere. So forward, up, back, and down. And now this isn't about stretching the muscles, it's about bringing attention to the tension. So you're bringing energy and awareness to this area. And with that, the area is more likely to release and change direction. Good. So all you're doing is just stirring up the energy in this area. Good. And let that come to stillness. Okay, so shoulders. Those are very simple exercises that you can do to just check in and see if there's any tension in the shoulder area. Now let's look at the neck. Now this is an obvious place for tension to come into the voice because this is where we create vibration when we speak. So here's a nice exercise, very simple, to help release the muscles here on the neck. So lacing your fingers like this, and you're going to let the head fall forward onto your chest, and you're going to place your hands on the back of your neck, back of your head, and allow the weight of your hands to just encourage the muscles to let go on the back of the neck, breathing, feeling the breath drop right down into the lower belly. This is a good position to feel the breath dropping down into the lower belly. And let the weight of your hands just encourage those muscles to let go and lengthen on the back of your neck. Breathing. Good. And your hands fall away, your head floats up and over the top of the spine. Shrug your shoulders back onto your skeleton. Good. Now let's look at the tongue. Now, we don't think of the tongue when we think of vocal muscles most of the time, but the tongue can carry a lot of tension. You know the term tongue-tied? Well, that's what happens when your tongue gets stressed, when it gets tense. Or it can be very sluggish, like when you wake up in the morning, you sound sluggish, it's because your tongue hasn't woken up yet. Okay, so tongue stretches. These are my personal favorites, my go-to. So the way we do tongue stretch is tip of the tongue behind the bottom teeth here, yeah? And you're going to stretch the blade of the tongue, here, forward, and you're stretching the tongue muscle forward and away from the back of the soft palate. So you're stretching forward and release. Stretching, big Cheshire cat grin, open your mouth, and release. Stretching forward and release. So it's tension and release. Good. And swallow. Okay. If you can't feel that, then you can also do tip of the tongue to the chin and release. And tip of the tongue to the chin and release and swallow. Okay. So those are 3 exercises, very quick exercises that you can do to help release tension here when your voice feels like it's getting stopped. Okay, go forth and be brilliant, and don't forget to breathe.